We are getting ready to go to Madrid. So we are all packed up and Calpac travel, Quint's luggage. That is great. We are getting ready to go on our flight over to Orlando, and then we're popping on a flight. It's actually a nonstop flight from Orlando into Madrid. We'll have to take a little baby plane instead of driving from where I'm at now over to Orlando Airport. So I normally don't like to do that, but it is going to work out really well today, I hope. And I'm really nervous about TSA checkpoint because I've heard that it's just bananas. So we will see what happens. But I wanted to show you my travel outfit. This is the travel outfit. So I have on the Lily Silk Glen Check trousers with some Dolce Vita sneakers. And then I have on the Lily Silk, this is the short sleeve polo neck cashmere, loving. So this is the travel look. I do have a black blazer that I'm going to put on over that. So I thought that would look pretty smart. My hair is doing some crazy things today. So we're just gonna deal with that. I will see you at the airport. Here we are in my husband's plane taking off after quite an unexpected mechanical delay. So the flaps didn't come down or something. Anyway, it gave me a slight heart attack, but we took off. That is my neighborhood, and we are off to Orlando MCO, otherwise known as Orlando Airport. So I'll see you there. Here we are. We made it to MCO, and plenty of time to spare, surprisingly.
Not funny. The tower's gonna close in 2 hours.
Oh my gosh, yes. We were told by one of the guys at the Signature Airport that the MCO tower, like the air traffic control tower, is gonna close at 6 o'clock and our flight takes off at 5:30. So, whew, fingers crossed. We made it on our flight. We got seated and all comfy and ended up sitting here for quite a while because there was a medical emergency on the flight and someone had to be deplaned. But we took off fine. I took a lovely nap on the plane. We just got to Madrid. It is 9 o'clock in the morning here, like 2 a.m. our time, 2:30, actually 3 o'clock our time at home. And we rented a car, and we came to our car spot where it was supposed to be, and there's no car there. So husband is looking for the car to find out where our car is, and we shall be on our way. I am ready for coffee because I had a nice nap on the plane, and I slept right through breakfast. So I was actually happy to have rested. I slept about 3 hours, and will get me through until we get to the hotel because we can't check into the hotel until about 3 o'clock this afternoon. So, but it's nice and chilly here. I'm really glad I wore my blazer. My Lily Silk cozies on still, and I'll check out when we get to the hotel. We made it to the hotel. It is absolutely gorgeous inside. It's called the Palace. And this is our room, lovely bathroom, 2 sinks. And then it's a big room, but there's no couch there's only like 2 chairs to sit in. Lovely little mini bar. All of those cabinets that you see along the wall, those are closet space, like armoires. Awesome. And then out our windows, we had a beautiful view of the fountain. It's been a long day. It is, let's see, about 5 o'clock in the morning at home, and it's about 10:30 here. So we just went to a little place across the street and got a little latte, and I had a turkey avocado on a little thin, show you a picture, very delicious. Ate the whole thing. We are ready to get out of our travel clothes, take my makeup off that's been on for 24 hours, and take a little nap, and then go enjoy this beautiful day in Madrid. Outfit of the day, well, evening. We just took a nice little nap. So I've got my Quint cashmere shirt, a Banana Republic little t-shirt underneath, and a Goldie jeans and some Bando waterproof. They're knee-high boots, but yeah, almost ready to go. And coffee, much needed. After we walked around a bit, we stopped at this place called Oven and had a pizza, which I forgot to take a picture of, but we also got this delicious garlic bread. So we're walking to the hotel, and there is protest going on right in front of our hotel. I wonder if we'll be able to see it from our room, but they are right outside of our hotel.
A lot of it is, I think.
This is our beautiful hotel, La Palace. Welcome to day 2 in Madrid. After all the excitement from last night, we were all jazzed up with the protest and all that stuff, so we had a hard time falling asleep. So we are getting a late start today. It is, let's see, almost 1 o'clock now, so we are time adjusting too, but we're gonna go try and find some coffee, a little breakfast, well, actually lunch now. There's a museum we want to see, and then we're going to go to the market and just kind of venture around and see what the city has in store for us. Outfit of the day for our first tour. Got my Aritzia trench, Zara, actually Massimo Dutti blazer, Banana Republic cashmere, a Goldie jeans, and the Bando boots. Yes, comfy. The high today is only, what'd I say, 58? Yeah, 58, so it's chilly and a little bit windy, but it looks beautiful. The sun is shining, so it should be a lovely day. We found this place to stop and eat, and it was one of those outside cafes. I got a couple of eggs with some Iberian ham and French fries, and it was really nice. It was so cold. They had the heaters going, which kept us toasty warm. And then guys were coming around playing the guitar and kind of serenading us, which was super cool. And he came from table to table, but they were very, very respectful. Next, we went to the Plaza Mayor, which I showed you a little bit of earlier in the video, but I wanted to show it to you in the daytime also. It was really cool. They were putting together a Christmas tree, and the city was getting decorated. No lights were lit yet, but it was nice to see it decorated for the holidays. We are in Plaza de Mayor after a delicious lunch. They are ready for Christmas. It is a busy day here at the plaza.
I know it's like a tapestry thing.
This is the supermercado, which we spent about less than 2 minutes in because it was so unbelievably crowded and I was so nervous about the pickpockets. We ran across this cute little church and they had a little maze. From there, we ran into the Almudena Cathedral, which construction began in 1883, but it wasn't consecrated until 1993 by Pope John Paul II. This is the beginning of the Almudena Festival, which honors the patron saint of Madrid, Our Lady of the Almudena. This is the floral and food offering in honor of the Virgin of the Almudena, the patron saint of Madrid. The next day is the main feast day. They have high mass and a procession of the Virgin's image through the city center. Inside the church was absolutely breathtaking, and the line to see the Virgin was so long. It was really quite spectacular. Day 3, and we are headed out to our walking tour with a guided guy, just the two of us. We're going to stop and get some coffee, and it's a beautiful day in Madrid. The sun is shining, and it's about 50 degrees outside. Outfit of the day, same Blondo boots, which are coming in so handy. They're very comfortable to walk in. Aritzia pleather pants, J. Crew sweater, Aritzia trench, and my Coach bag. And then my little Ray-Ban glasses. And we're off to the races. Of course, we had to stop for a little pastry. Then we started our tour with our guide, and we ran across this monastery, and our guide knew a lady that was giving a tour in there and happened to get us in there. He said it was really a special treat that we got to go in here. It was a beautiful architecture. And one of the women who work at the church came out and started giving a little lecture. And I'll play a little bit for you, but I could not understand a word she was saying. The guide told us here that that vent above the door is where the nuns, there are 5 of them that live in that monastery, listen to the services. This is the
Es eclèctic
Prada
architecture, es muy
Museum. We
barroco,
did not end up going into this
neoclásico.
museum because it was a holiday. The guide said we could have gone back later in the day if we wanted, but they were closing early because of the holiday. And this is the park across the street from the museum. And we took a lovely stroll through here. Really nice, beautiful weather, gorgeous day. I love how active the parks are in Madrid. Our guide took us to a couple of different places. This place was Foster's Hollywood. It was actually a restaurant. And you go down the stairs, and in front of the toilets is this wall, and there's a plaque saying it was one of the first walls constructed, a medieval watchtower. And then he took us into a parking garage where there was part of a wall that was preserved when the city's infrastructure started developing. And we walked around, and this is a street called Calle de Rebecca. And it's funny, we took a picture of me because my husband calls me Rebecca all the time. From there, he took us to a very popular place for churros and chocolate. I didn't end up getting any, which I was kind of bummed about, but this was supposed to be one of the best places for it. It was right around the corner from this outdoor library. I was obsessed with this little area. They had an old Don Quixote book that was in Spanish that I had a right mind to buy, but I didn't end up doing it. After a long day of walking around, we found this place called Caña Blanca, and it was really good. Every restaurant was very busy. It was about 2:30, and everything kind of shuts down. But it was also a holiday that day, so everyone was kind of partying in the streets, having drinks and socializing. It was so cool. And we got these little ham croquettes, which I had very many of while we were in Spain. They were delicious. And we kind of wrapped up the day at this place and went back to the hotel, rested a little, and got ready for the next day. Hey guys, this is our last day in the Madrid proper. We are checking out of our hotel. We just had breakfast across the street again. I had another one of those delicious turkey, avocado, little mini baguette things, and the most delicious café con leche. It was the latte. It was so good. We're packing up the car today and we are headed to San Sebastian. And it's supposed to be the most beautiful drive, so I'm really excited about that. Hair in a bun because, yeah, it's that kind of day. It's cloudy and cold. I think it was 46 this morning when we got up and went across the street. So this is my outfit of the day. I have on the Aritzia Shelby sweater that I could not find online for you guys, so I will look again. And if I can find it, I will leave it linked down below. The Zara Massimo Dutti oversized blazer. I have on the Aritzia pants I will leave down below, and then my Dolce Vita sneakers, which I love so much. Let me see if I can show you. This is the outfit of the day, and I'm excited to get to San Sebastian. We're staying in an Airbnb there. I'm really anxious to see what it's like to live in like a place in San Sebastian, and it is a little bit warmer up there. I think it's going to be a little bit rainy. We're not sure. But yeah, so we will take you on the road. This is our Airbnb. It was a cute little place. Nice little bathroom. A queen size bed. No, more armoires. That must be a thing in Spain to have armoires instead of like a closet. And then there's a cute little, looks very Scandi looking. That was a refrigerator next to the microwave in the kitchen. And the washing machine was also in the kitchen, which we learned is a thing in Spain. But that was hidden. There's no dryer, so everybody hangs their clothes out to dry. Not a very beautiful view, but real living in San Sebastian. We wandered around after we got settled and found this little restaurant. And thing in San Sebastian is this thing called pichus, and it's basically little tiny plates, and you go from place to place. They actually have tours that you go and do wine tasting and have pichus. I'll put the spelling of it on the screen, but very popular, little dishes, so good. Outfit of the day in San Sebastian, day 5. I've been saying that this was a Massimo Dutti blazer the whole time. It's not. It's a Zara Steve Maisel oversized blazer. AYR Oxford button down, helmet length jeans, Dolce Vita sneakers, and my Coach purse. Out of sunnies. We're out to tour town. About to tour Old Town. But first, café. I found this hilarious because parking is such a challenge in San Sebastian. This little car parked with the Vespas. It was so funny. It is windy today. I look like a rat, but it's all good. We're going to Old Town. And of course, it was time to eat again. So we ran across this cute little restaurant and found this little sandwich that I've been loving. This is Iberian ham and it's so good. It was like Iberian ham and cheese. The bread is just so good and it's just enough. Not too much, not too little. It was the perfect little bite. We came home, had a little rest, and then it was time to go to dinner with some of my husband's relatives that are from San Sebastian, Marilyn and Lou. We went to this restaurant called Bar La Espiga, and had fish. It was so good. And the conversation I didn't really understand very much because they speak only Spanish and it's Basque Spanish at that. But my husband, they were very good about like keeping me involved in the conversation. We had a really nice time. They were just the nicest, kindest, most welcoming people. Marilyn's family is from this San Sebastian, and she has a street named after her. This Urbieta is her maiden name, which I thought was so cool. Okay, guys, I got this cleansing balm at Sephora in San Sebastian, and I do not love it. It is a Korean skincare, and something about it. It works, I guess, okay. I'm really used to the LMS, but the smell, I just can't get over the smell. So, and I don't think I've ever even seen it in the States. I'm going to look for a link for you, but for me, I didn't love the smell. Just food for thought. But this is what the package looks like if you are interested in giving it a try. I also did some shopping. There's a Massimo Dutti right around the corner, and I went in and I shopped a little bit, had a great time. My husband was super patient, and I ended up getting a pair of trousers that you'll see here in a minute. The store was very beautiful and had a great selection. I so enjoyed it. This is our crazy messy kitchen. This is how we roll. Suitcases on the floor because this place is tiny and there's no place to put stuff. So we have things all over the floor. And my little get ready area that you see is in the foyer. I sit on the floor and do my makeup. Perfecto. Okay, day 6, outfit of the day. I have a Balfour little knit, it's very thin sweater I got from the Nordstrom sale. I got these pants yesterday at Massimo Dutti. They're super cool. They have a little buckle on the ankle. And my Dolce Vita sneakers again. And of course the Coach bag, Prada Sunnies. So it is hot today. It is 75 or something, but it gets cool in the shade and in the wind. But we're going to do a lot of driving today. I will see you there. We're going to stop for some food. We have to get a converter because USB to USB or something like that because we have so many things that we need to plug in and we're running out of outlets. So that's the plan. Get some food. Already had some coffee and go do a little more touring. Monte Igueldo. It was a cute little park on the top of a mountain. They had a little kid amusement park. It was closed down, but it was really cute. Sorry about the wind, but if you can see that Ferris wheel, that is right where we're staying. So we came around, and that is San Sebastian Inlet that you're seeing. We came up to the top. It's a beautiful town. This is the trail at Mont Urgil?
Urgul, yeah.
Urgul. 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 before we were right there, looking down over the city. Just a different perspective. And there's Santa Clara. You can see it better from here.
Okay, have fun storming the castle, boys.
Hey guys, so I think I'm gonna leave you here. We are getting ready to check out of our San Sebastian Airbnb. This town was absolutely lovely. We are not sure where we are headed yet, so we have a couple of different options. We are packed and ready for Paris. We could go to Barcelona. We could go to Valencia. Stay tuned for part 2 if you want to see where we end up next. Everything will be linked down below in the description box. If I can't find a US link, I will leave it in the pinned comment once I get home. If you've enjoyed this content, like this video, leave a comment down below. Leave a flower emoji in the comments if you stayed all the way to the end. Subscribe to the channel, it really helps me a lot, and I will see you in my next video.